So the Trump government recently announced a halt on student visa appointments and emphasized on social media screening as one of the important parameters for student visa approval. This video is part 2 of the social media screening for F1 visa applications. In case you have not checked out part 1, I'm going to leave the link right below in the comment box. Continuing with our questions, the third most commonly asked question was, what exactly are they going to check when they do my social media screening, and should I declare inactive accounts? Well, at a very broad level, the screening will be to ensure that you are not a threat to national security, to national safety, and you have not engaged in any activities related to terrorism, protests, vandalism. So for this, the screening will just check the pictures, the posts, the tags, the sharing of profiles or posts that you have done. Of course, the specific details of what exactly they're checking or screening will become more clear when this process actually starts. And regarding inactive accounts, I would say that the whole point of the screening is to make the officer go to your profile, get the social proof about your background. So if there's an inactive account, or if it's deactivated, or if it does not exist, it doesn't really help in the screening. So there is no need to declare any account which is inactive or deactivated. Make sure that whatever accounts you're given are active, they can be linked to you, and it's easy for the officer to go and get a sense of your background and your social media presence. The next question, will the slots ever open? Well, this is a $1 million question, but I would say that we need a different perspective here for fresh and for refused. So if you're a fresh candidate, I would say there's still a good chance for the appointment opening up, because we still have about 2.5 months left in the fall season, and there's a good chunk of students waiting for the appointment. This season is also important for US universities. So it's highly unlikely that the entire season will be, just washed away and there won't be any appointments. However, the exact timing of the appointment and when exactly these changes get to be implemented remains to be seen. If you have a refusal, we will need a slightly more patient wait and watch approach, because there has been no update by the embassy about refusal slots. Every intake they give some updates, some timeline, but this time there have been none. So I feel the next 10 to 15 days will give more clarity on what is the exact situation when it comes to refused appointments. And the last question, will other visa categories be impacted? Well, if you're referring to a B1, B2, H, L, or any visa category which is not related to the student visas, I would say that as of now, no, this screening and the ban on the appointments is only for the student visas. But when it comes to the dependents of the student visas, that is F2, J2, and M2, again, we need to wait and see, because the social media screening has been announced specifically for the students, not for the dependent. But we do see that definitely there's a dip in appointments when it comes to the dependents. So even F2, J2, M2 appointments are currently not available. So we'll again have to wait and see how far this stretches, or how far it impacts the dependents. So I hope you've watched both the parts of the video and you have complete clarity on the social media screening for students. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave it below, and do follow along for more updates.